My son Matthew was in college. He came to me one day because he had been given a project by a professor, and he had to interview people, and he said, "Dad, what is your philosophy of parenting?" I paused because as parents, we know that probably few of us write down or write out a particular philosophy of parenting. But as I thought about it, what I said to him was that what I've really done as a parent is to try to picture who I hoped that you would become as a man, and to do my best to be very intentional in the way that I help to guide you toward that end, and to do the best I could with God's help in that regard. And it's so rewarding now to see my adult kids and to see what God has done in their lives, and to see, and we're never a finished product, but to see them as adults and to see what God is doing in their lives. We have been intentional at Coventry Christian Schools to publish what we believe should represent the portrait of a graduate. We want to have in front of us our goal for each one of our students, what they might look like as they sit here this morning, and as our students who are coming along in the days to come. So that gives all of the teachers, the administration, and even the students a vision for what we hope that God will be doing in their lives as they reach graduation day. As I look at this group, I just spent a week with them on Trips Week. It was amazing for me to observe their love for each other, the unity that they have as a class, their love for God, their willingness to reach out beyond their comfort zone and to serve other people. And so being with them in that environment and seeing them here at school, to know that that God is at work in their lives, and that portrait of a graduate is very evident in all of their lives. We want to honor two exemplary portraits of a graduate as we go through our ceremony this morning, and ask them both to come and speak with you as our salutatorian, as our valedictorian for 2023. And so, would you please join me in welcoming and honoring our Coventry Christian Schools Class of 2023 Valedictorian, Mr. Joseph Ochoa.
Good morning. Before I begin, I'd just like to ask everybody, I know that it's going to be a lot of talking, but I just ask you to refrain from zoning out or dozing off during my speech. Faculty, parents, friends, in front of you today are 23 graduates. These graduates have arrived at one checkpoint on this road trip called life, the culmination of our primary and secondary education. The road these graduates have traveled in order to arrive here has not just been high school experiences. For a third of us, this road to where we are today began in grammar school, building a foundation through recitation, Shirley grammar, Latin, and more. As time went on, we said goodbye to some familiar faces and added some new ones. We delved deeper into the classical world, discovering the cunning of Odysseus, the military strategy of Caesar, and the logical and philosophical musings of Aristotle. Don't forget these three. They'll be on the test later. And as we finally entered high school, more individuals who were once strangers stumbled into our path, deciding to travel this road with us. High school at CCS, whether for the full 4 years or only one, required us to implement the knowledge imbued in us from all our life prior, and begin to create our own ponderings of the great conversation we call history. Before I continue, I would like to offer my most sincere gratitude to everyone who has helped on this journey. First, To my amazing parents, Victor and Joyce Ochieng. Thank you for shepherding me from the beginning, for picking me up whenever I fell down, and for always expecting the most from me. You cheerleaded me, always desiring my success, but more importantly, my growth as a person and as a Christian. Next, to my sister Imani. You have been a great guide as an older sister, teaching me right and wrong, what does and doesn't work as a student, and how to balance numerous extracurriculars with academic excellence. On behalf of the class of 2023, I want to thank all the Coventry graduates who preceded us. If we were to extend the metaphor of the road, each of our predecessors would be the trailblazers, those who distinguished the Coventry footpath from the one the world follows. The class of 2023 is inconceivably grateful for the marked impact you had on us, be it lessons on leadership, friendship, or how to handle the academic rigor CCS prides itself on. Next, to the teachers and faculty that have surrounded us during our tenure. Thank you. You are due a massive thank you. You have exemplified servant leadership, demonstrated grace, and educated us tremendously. Whatever the subject, you have filled your role as teachers exactly as you should. You have educated us about pivotal historical events, discussed with us important contemporary issues, and have given us the tools to be true outside-the-box thinkers. Your investment in this class will remain with us for the rest of our lives, both in memories and in the things we accomplish. Though we are preparing to leave high school, exiting as graduates, those of us in caps and gowns know this road did not begin some September 2019 day. Every personal interaction with those around us has developed us into the people that we are today. There is a popular idiom which reads, "It takes a village to raise a child." Graduates, every single one of you has a village. You each have people you look up to, whether adults, teachers, peers, or even those younger than you. You all have a community that is invested in your success from the beginning and is rooting for you as you enter in the next phase of your life. Class of 2023, I implore you, never forget the village that raised you. And whatever you end up doing, honor the village. Honoring your village is making use of the talents that make you, you. Honoring your village is remembering the lessons you've been taught about life. Though not every one of us will need know the tragic story of Oedipus, nor remember that Caecilius was a banker. Each story we have read, each fictional or real life we have studied, has provided us with lessons that will be a boon and a guide for the remainder of our lives. Think back to the individuals I mentioned earlier. Through reading of Odysseus' cunning, we've learned resourcefulness in the face of difficulty. Caesar has taught us to seize the day, to never delay until tomorrow that which can be done today. And from Aristotle, we learned how to organize our thoughts into coherent arguments, to live in neither deficiency nor in excess, and how to interact with the people around us. Graduates, these giants of history have become a part of your village, simply by you making an effort to read them. Be grateful for the opportunity you have to stand on these giants' shoulders. Be grateful also for the members of your village that you are able to dialogue with. To honor your village, do both what you are good at, working to the best of your ability, as well as taking time to do that which you love. The more you're able to interweave these two, the more fulfilled you will be. Be willing to think outside the box. Be filled with the spirit of perseverance. But in whatever you're doing, be sure to never forget that silly side of yourself. The one that lives life with a laugh, a huge laugh, lives life with a smile, a bright smile, and lives life with unparalleled creativity. Take your story and your servant heart and cling tight to it. Your village sees the bright light that you can be to the world, and I know, as they do, that you are up to the task. As we separate, heading into this big world, hold on to the lessons your village taught you. Since your village is an extension of the Bible's lessons. Your village has taught you that tests produce perseverance, and that doing hard things reaps rewards in the end. It has taught you not to stew in anger, showed you the importance of community. I pray your village has taught you to rejoice in the Lord, to rely on Him, whatever the circumstances. Class of 23, I am unwaveringly confident that the villages we have come from have prepared us for whatever walk of life we have in front of us. That we will be world changers. We will be heart movers. We will be all around godly people. To do this, we must intertwine that which we are good at and that which we love. As I close, I would like to thank you all once more. Thank you to every single person that walked into any or all of our lives and invested in us. You may not always be remembered, but your influence has shaped who we are. Whether you know it or not, you are a part of our village. That gentle act of kindness that seemed insignificant to you is a core memory for us. You have left an impression on us that was so meaningful that God put it into our hearts that it becomes a part of us, a part that is wholly indistinguishable from any other character trait that we consider our own. Thank you to the families of these great graduates. Thank you to the teachers and friends who helped us along the way. And thank you to all those in the background that helped us, even when we did not know it. Finally, to the Coventry Christian Schools, class of 2023, I love you all dearly. Whether I have known you for 1 year or for 15, you are so valuable to me and an amazing member of my village. I am proud to call you family. To those who traveled across the world to join us, to Grace and Leoline, Kumawo, to Kathy, Jesu Ayan Timbare, to Sherlock, Kaleo, Harry, and Tina, Shia Nimen, to Amra, Shukuriya, and to my English friends as well. Thank you.